All right, here's Diablo.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind.
This is new.
It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict.
Ooh, I'm excited.
A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind.
Diablo, Baal, Mephisto?
This is the story of their downfall.
Damn, looks good. Is this in-game? No. Maybe? I was right, it is going to be a cinematic. This is the Barbarian, I'm guessing. Maybe. Based off the post they posted yesterday, there was a woman holding a torch. Oh, maybe not. There's not a woman. Oh. Is that the woman from the cinematic? Horse is dead. I'm so happy they're going back to gory Diablo, or at least it. Yeah, look at that. The entrails, nice. Love it. Huh. Is that a flashback? I'm trying to figure out what that was. At the horse? Interesting. Is this the intro to the game? Huh. Cool. Very cool. I think that was like an in-game cinematic too.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to IGN Fan Fest. I'm Akeem Lawanson here with Damon Hatfield and Alex Stedman, and you just got an exclusive first look at the intro cinematic for Diablo 4. But there's more where that came from, and in just a minute, we have some big news from the game's director.
But FanFest is way more than just Diablo. For the next 3
No,
hours,
it's not.
we're bringing you a non-stop celebration of the biggest names.
Oh, I'm only watching the Diablo. I'm only watching the Diablo 4 stuff. So,
2023 is jam-packed with never-before-seen games.
I'm not interested in any of the other games. I'm huge.
Making the coolest stuff on Earth, and we brought them all together in one great place.
I'm glad they're doing Diablo 4 first, so I can just focus on that and watch that. I know that sounds terrible, but that's just the only game I'm interested in.
So keep an eye out for that because it's first come, first serve. Of course,
Show me the Diablo stuff.
Get free games by signing up for IGN Rewards.
If you want a recap of any of the amazing moments from today's show, check out IGN on TikTok for more. If any of the games we showed
The
on
TikTok.
you can find them all on IGN.
Should make one of
Steam
those.
page.
In just a bit, we'll be checking out the open world co-op shooter Redfall, along with the upcoming action horror Souls like Lies of P.
So we got an first. That's like the intro cinematic. That's kind of cool. I did like it was. I just love. I don't know the concept of the story of it. Maybe I'll do a deep dive for fun just to try and guess. But it is really cool.
If that Diablo 4 cinematic left you wanting more, don't move a muscle, because we've got some inside info on what's new in Blizzard's long-awaited sequel in this beloved series. Check it out.
Here we go. What's this? Beta announcement?
One of IGN's biggest Diablo fans. I am extraordinarily
Is he echoing? Am I crazy?
And I am very pleased to be joined right now here at IGN FanFest by Joe Shelley, the game director on Diablo 4. Joe, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
All right, Joe, Diablo cinematics, we're no stranger to them being beautiful from the Blizzard cinematics team, but you've got a new trick up your sleeve this time. Your actual custom-created character is in the cinematics. Can you please tell us how that came to
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's right. So we knew that in Diablo 4 we wanted to offer much more character customization than we'd offered in previous Diablo titles. The artist did such a great job. The characters look so incredible, close up, from all different camera angles, that we knew that they needed to be part of the actual cinematics that you're experiencing, right? So as you're playing through the campaign, you're going
That's awesome.
from gameplay to conversations with
I like getting immersed in the world, and this will just help.
Dynamic combat moments, and part of that is these cinematics where story takes place, right? And so we thought it was incredibly important for
when's the beta
character that you create, your character who is actually taking part in all of this action, to be featured in the cinematics. And so we were able to, fortunately, with our engine and our tools and our artists coming together, especially our lighting team, really knocked it out of the park. We were able to get the cinematics to incorporate your character in a way that feels totally fluid. So you're playing the game and you're seeing yourself right there.
That is pretty badass. Like God of War does that, where your character kind of shifts in and out of the cinematic.
Who's been playing games my whole life. Like we've gotten used to seeing our characters customized how we have them in in-engine cinematics, but this looks like it's all pre-rendered. Like it's your character in a Blizzard game cinematic. Which did you guys have to invent some new tools for this, or is there some magic sauce here?
We did, yeah. It's part of the engine that runs Diablo 4, and the art team really just delivered in an incredible way, from the
it is really cool. Maybe Warcraft will
the props and the environments,
in pre-rendered cinematics, where it looks a little cleaner.
Check it out.
Now, story-wise, no surprise that cutscene kind of sets up a pretty bleak game. But story is something, at least from my experience in the press beta back in December, you guys seem like you're really doubling down, making an extra conscious effort with story compared to, I guess, just the most recent Diablo mainline game, Diablo 3. Can you kind of speak to that for a minute about just the real focus?
I hope they do that.
Clearly has on story here.
I haven't played Diablo 3 in a while.
With Diablo 4, we really wanted to take our storytelling in the Diablo series to the next level. The Diablo world, the world of Sanctuary, all of the lore of Diablo is so rich and so interesting.
True.
We really felt like we could spend more time telling interesting stories. And one of the things that Diablo 4 does in particular is that it tells stories about people who are living in the world of Sanctuary, right? Obviously, there are angels with Inarius, and there are demons, and there are these supernatural forces that exist in this world, but characters of Sanctuary are the most interesting ones to follow, and you'll be right there along with them, both through the campaign, which is quite extensive, 30 hours or more of gameplay for players. There's tons of side quests.
Ooh, look
that
at
build
this.
out the world even more. And
I don't know if we've
really
seen this
put
before.
A lot
I
of
think we
effort
have.
into Diablo 4, more effort than we.
But I will say, yeah, like I haven't played Diablo 3 in
Yes, what I'm going to
a while.
ask you next, because it's not often that we get to talk to you. We got a release date at the Game Awards, and thus the next natural question: do you want to ask it for me right here, and then go ahead and answer it?
Since we announced that we would be doing
Beta.
beta for Diablo 4, people have been asking, when is the beta? I think someone asked me, what is my favorite beta date? It's a way to try to get an answer.
April 17th is my guess.
Because we're going to announce it today, right now. Now, remember, of course, that the game itself is coming out on June 6th, and you're going to be able to play the beta on March 17th through March 19th. So that weekend, if you've pre-ordered, right?
Yeah.
That is gonna give you
Ooh,
access to
March
the early access
17th.
beta.
That's a month earlier.
Everyone in the world will be able to play it on March 24th through March 26th.
March
the following
24th. Okay.
weekend.
Oh, I see. You get like a week.
You're gonna get an access to an extra weekend, and everyone gets to play the weekend after.
And then if you're in
2
that
weekends.
early access weekend, does everything get wiped and you're going to start over during that open weekend, or is everything do you get preserved?
That's a good question.
For the following weekend?
No, it'll carry over between weekends, but obviously the character progress during the beta will get wiped before release. We want everyone to
Dude,
start
in 1 month. Yeah, in 1 month.
of course,
Oh my
it's gonna be
gosh,
available on PC,
I'm hyped.
Xbox,
Nerding out here.
systems.
I feel like I'm
beta
10 again.
itself, it's quite extensive. It's quite a significant look at the game, right? So it is limited by that period of time, right? Like the servers will shut down at the end of that time.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there's no time limit within the game. You can level all the way up to 25, which is
Level
over all
25.
the way to the level cap of 100 in the full game. You'll be able to play all the way through the prologue. You'll be able to play through Act 1, which takes place in Fractured Peaks, one of our 5 areas in the game.
That's what the cutscene was showing, the
You'll be able to
icy area.
Play through all of the campaign and side quests that exist in that area. So there's quite a lot to check out.
Oh, love hearing that.
That's awesome.
In my experience covering games for a long, long time now, a lot of times when we see these betas nowadays, they take place like the month before release at the earliest, and they're kind of more like, for all intents and purposes, demos, but you're actually leaving enough time here to incorporate actual player feedback, given that you're doing this in March.
In March,
what are
June.
some of the things that you're going to be
Guess that gives them
watching
3
for
months.
when players
Not a lot
get
of
their
time.
hands on the beta, and how much actual meaningful feedback do you expect to incorporate into the final game?
This beta is happening far enough ahead of launch, and there are 2 reasons to do that. One, of course, we want to test our server infrastructure. We want to make sure that the game is actually ready for.
We don't get the
play at
error.
launch.
What?
We want
Oh
everyone
god,
to
I
have
can't
the
remember
best
it.
experience
The
possible
Diablo
at
3
launch.
error
And
37 or
2,
47. I
it's
forget
another
what it was.
opportunity to test our balance, our game's balance, right? So we're going to be able to look at data.
Hope we get to
this,
play all
even though it's
classes.
an early look. Players aren't going to be experiencing the end game in this beta. It will give us valuable information for class balance, valuable information for how fun various quests are. We've got more information about the details of the beta. I touched on them a little bit, but if you tune in on February 28th, we're going to be doing our 2nd developer live stream. And so we'll have more information about the beta then.
Excellent. All right, Joe, so we are just about a month away. Is there anything else about this beta coming up that we should know, we should be on the lookout for when we play it?
We were talking about the cinematic, the opening cinematic earlier, which features your character, but you should know that there are a bunch of those in the game, and you're going to get to see a number of them during the beta. So that's not the only one, and there's some really cool stuff in there.
Well, Joe, I don't know if I'll get to talk to you again before you ship this game. So thank you in advance to you and the team for pushing.
I'm so excited. I usually don't play betas, but like,
me personally, I've been playing Diablo since the first game, which makes me old.
Second game here.
Like I told you earlier, I had an absolute blast. Like I was trying to explain it to somebody of why this game feels good and feels like Diablo 2 kind of good. And I can't quite explain why, which is not great because it's my job to explain why. But you're clearly on the right path for me. So thanks for the next 4-5 months of what will I'm sure will be super hard work, because I can't wait to play the final game.
Well, I appreciate it. We're fixing bugs and getting the game ready. So we're just as excited to get it out and to have people get the chance to play all the work the team's been working on.
That was Diablo 4.
Nice.
If you're more interested in slaying vampires than demons, please stick around, because
Nope.
coming up, we're checking out Redfall. IGN FanFest will continue after this.
Just gonna pause it there. I was watching it live on Twitch. I literally turned on my camera as the cinematic was starting. I was running a little late this morning, and I wanted to react to this live. But yeah, that was awesome. I'll probably do a second video to kind of decipher, do like a re-look at it. This was just kind of like my instant reaction to it. Maybe I'll split it into 2 videos, like reaction and then live reaction to it. But I'm super excited. It's crazy that it's coming out in a month. We get to try the beta. And I'm not usually a beta player. I kind of want to just fully experience the game when it releases. But I'm just etching for this. I'm like dying to play this game. I'm just so excited. I felt this way when I started Diablo 2 when I was a kid, but Diablo 3 I felt this way, and I'm going to feel the same way with Diablo 4. And if there's ever, I bet you in 10 years, 20, 15 years, if there's a Diablo 5, I'll do the same thing. And I thought this will probably be the focus of my channel, at least for the time being. I still play Dragonflight Warcraft, but anyways, yeah, this was exciting. I hope we can play. They didn't ask. I'm pretty sure we'll get to play all the classes because I want to play the Necromancer and the Druid. I'll try them all, just to look at stuff. But and it's awesome you can get the 25. But yeah, I'm gonna play the crap out of those 2 weekends. So hopefully you guys are excited for it too, and you guys will be playing it. I'm gonna do the open. I already pre-ordered. I'm gonna be doing the early access and so both weekends. But yeah, it's in 2 weeks. I'm super hyped. I'm kind of like I'm gonna be watching the cinematics, rewatching them, I guess, when I fully play the game. But that's okay. I like story, but like I've heard this multiple times, but I don't care how the story ends or like being spoiled about story. As long as the story's good, if it's a good story, don't mind rewatching it, right? So, or rereading it or rewatching it. So I don't mind. So yeah, that was in 1 month, guys. I'll be doing some Diablo 4 in-game footage because as a new, I didn't get to try the last beta or anything. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my little reaction here, and I'll make a next video just kind of deciphering the video, the cinematic, and just kind of do a more in-depth one, I guess, maybe. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.